Good afternoon, I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
And today for our midday meditation on the Gospels, we're in Luke chapter 17, verses 11 through 19, Tyler.
Now it happened as he went to Jerusalem that he passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee. And then as he entered a certain village, there met him 10 men who were lepers, who stood afar off. And they lifted up their voices and said, Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. So when he saw them, he said to them, Go, show yourselves to the priests. And so it was that as they went, they were cleansed. And one of them, when he saw that he was healed, returned and with a loud voice glorified God, and fell down on his face at his feet, giving him thanks. And he was a Samaritan. So Jesus answered and said, Were there not 10 cleansed? But where are the 9? Were there not any found who returned to give glory to God, except the foreigner? He said to him, Arise, go your way, your faith has made you well.
All right, now I want you to see a couple things here. And we could spend time about the point between the 9 and the 10th, between those who were physical descendants of Israel versus the Samaritan, who was a mixed race or a half-breed of the Assyrian colonization of the remnant of the northern 10 tribes. That's what the Samaritans were. They were kind of a hodgepodge race that only held to the first 5 books of the Bible. We could spend time on that, but I want you to see the bigger issue. Everyone wanted something from Jesus. Only one returned back to say,
Thank you.
Thank you. And when he turned back because he was already healed of the leprosy. Okay? But when the guy stands up, after Jesus tells him, get up and go on your way, man. Then Jesus says to him, your faith has made you well, or the old king, your faith has made you whole. Years ago, Tyler, I used to break concrete block for demonstrations and concrete stone cavers and stuff. And I don't expect y'all to be able to see it on the camera, but if I dangle my hand down, this one has a huge arch in it. This one's still basically smooth. That's because this one, I made enough small fractures that the top of my metacarpals is actually all calcified. That's actually bone calcification from breaking. This one, I don't have that. Well, if I were to go and do another breaking demonstration, and maybe I put some more small fractures in my hand, the difference here, and this is the difference between being healed and being made whole or being made well, when Jesus uses those phrases, being healed means my hand no longer has any fracture points. Being made well, and this is one of the few times I'll ever talk about it. There's days where I've got pain in my elbow and in my shoulders. When I write out church cards for birthdays and stuff, I can only do 1 or 2 at a time because the amount of pain in my hand and in my forearms from the resistance, because of the calcification and the other fractures over the years, it's literally painful for me to write with my right hand. I don't talk about it. I don't like to spend much time on it. I can be healed of my hand being broken, but if Jesus says, I make you well, those calcifications would go away. All the other calcifications in the elbow and in the shoulder from the force of impact over the years of all the breaking that I used to do back in the day. All those ill effects are gone too. Being made well or being made whole means that you're returned to original operating condition as though the condition had never existed at all. So there's healing and then there's wholeness. 2 different levels. So, and the guy got the difference for one reason. He said, thank you. Apparently, God will give you more stuff when you say, thank you. Funnily enough, why did he have to destroy Israel? Not only could they not say thank you, they complained after they got everything they wanted. Mm-hmm. So any other thoughts on this one?
No, sir.
With that, we'll see you tonight for our Twilight Talks on the Psalms.